All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Bitcoin's price just hit $15,000. As we end 2020, we are watching the major surge upwards. So today, I want to answer the question, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Even though we've had all of 2020 to accumulate, to invest, if you are waiting to buy Bitcoin, whether we close above 15K or not, watch the whole video. I want to take you through a series of charts, a series of metrics like this that shows us where we are with Bitcoin in November 2020. We're also going to talk about Ethereum 2.0. They are officially launching. If you want to stake your Ethereum right now, I want to share with you how to do that. So check the timestamps down below in the description and let's jump in. Bitcoin's relative unrealized profit. What is it and what is this metric chart showing us? Well, let's go to Glassnode, the official website, and the definition is as follows. The relative unrealized profit for Bitcoin is defined as the total profit in USD of all the coins, all the Bitcoins in existence, whose price at a realization time was lower than the current price now. So it tells us the unrealized profit of Bitcoin holders, which we can use as one metric to calculate how close are we to the next top. So let's look at where we were at the last global top, as well as the last global tops, as well as where we were at the last local top. So check this out. The previous global tops were hit at around 0.8. Last year's local top at around 13K, which we stayed at for about a second, was hit at 0.64. Okay, so first off, what is this telling us? Well, when about 80% of coins or Bitcoin holders were quote unquote in profit, meaning the coins last moved at a price equal or lower to where they were at that exact moment. That is where we topped historically. And I just want to be clear, this is not when all wallet addresses are in profit, because if you bought right up here at around 20K, whoa, everybody was in profit for a second. But relative unrealized profit is based on when the coins last moved. So again, is defined as the total profit in USD of all coins in existence whose price at realization time was lower than the current price normalized by the market cap. So when that number has hit 80%, historically, that is when we've seen our global tops. Now last year, we only made it to 64%. Now that we're around a 15K Bitcoin, the current level is only 53%, 0.53, meaning Bitcoin still has plenty of room to grow. This is bullish. I want you to like this video. If you want, share it with a friend. And if that explanation didn't make sense to you, I'm going to leave this chart and this data down below in the description. Check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Now, that does not mean that we can't see a pullback in the short term. Pullbacks are a part of any healthy bull market. As a smart investor, you should expect this. Me personally, I hope for this. I would love to buy Bitcoin at a pullback. Bitcoin dropping back down to 10K would only be a 33% pullback. So what do you think? Well, let's keep going, because realistically, to see a pullback, people would have to have their Bitcoin on the exchange, right? The only reason you have Bitcoin on an exchange is to trade or sell. And like we've reported, the Bitcoin deposits at major exchanges has fallen by more than 560,000 Bitcoin, 19%, since March 15th of this year. So that's where we are in 2020, very bullish indicator. But as of today, the aggregated exchange balance has just fallen below 2.4 million Bitcoin for the first time since August of 2018. Again, all this data is from on-chain analysis firm Glassnode. And as far as what this means to you, right now, this is where we are. This is where we were in August 2018. Of course, back then, the trend was going the opposite way. More people were adding Bitcoin to exchanges, meaning that they were getting ready, finding a good time to sell their Bitcoin. And we can check this back in August 2018, right here. People were adding Bitcoin to exchanges. Obviously, we saw a huge sell-off the next 6 months, and now the trend is going the opposite way. So, point is, if you are waiting to buy Bitcoin, personally, I wouldn't. Now, would I go all in today? Well, nobody knows what Bitcoin's price is going to do in the short term. So for me personally, I'd start cost averaging, which I have been for the last multiple years. I will keep you updated. Okay, let's keep going. Next piece of news, an update with PayPal. They just had their quarterly earnings call open to the public. Not many people watched, but payments giant PayPal says it's receiving far more interest in its support for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency than expected. So check this out. In its Q3 earnings call, PayPal CEO Dan Schulman says customers are signing up to be the first to use the company's crypto service at a surprising rate. Let's see the exact quote. And again, this is him telling, now that we've rolled out 10% of the users of PayPal already, and the consumer reaction was surprising. Now, we've only rolled this out to 10% of our base. We did that a couple days ago, but our waiting list was 2 to 3 times of what our expectations were. And right now, this is just 10% of PayPal. There is a full-scale Venmo rollout coming next year for people to buy and sell and hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. And there is so much excitement, they're raising the limits. We're going to take up our $10,000 limit per day to $15,000 per day based on the demand that we're seeing. And then we'll roll out to the final 100% in the US in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So first the US, then we're going to expand internationally, and we'll expand into Venmo in the first half of next year. So that's what we're starting off with. What we're seeing, people who've already bought crypto open their wallets several times a day to check on what's happening with their crypto payments. So all those people that just had some balances in cash sitting on their PayPal app, they switched some of it over to Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then they're checking it multiple times per day. Very relatable, very exciting. I will keep you updated. Next piece of Ethereum news, Ethereum 2.0 is set to launch on December 1st. So it is happening. It is happening this year. And what this means to you, if you hold Ethereum, the blockchain upgrade, which moves the network towards proof of stake consensus mechanism, will allow Ethereum holders to stake their coins to help run the network instead of mining blocks, as is currently the case. So specifically, what are we looking for? Well, as long as there are 16,384 validators on the network, it will go live December 1st. Now keep in mind, each validator will need to be staking 32 Ethereum, currently right now worth over $12,000, for a total amount of $209 million being staked, validating the network. And if you have 32 Ethereum, you can sign up. People have already started to sign up. They revealed a launchpad where users can sign up to become an Ethereum 2.0 validator, somebody who stakes on the network, and the main Ethereum contract address where funds are deposited. So that was released, Vitalik tweeted it out, and people have started to use it. Now, warning, whoever is trying to do this, keep in mind, it's worth noting that funds should not just be directly sent to the deposit contract. Instead, they should be staked using the staking mechanism via the launchpad. Even Consensus put out a warning. Remember, do not send ETH to the deposit contract. Sending ETH to this contract address will result in a failed transaction and does not mean you are staking ETH too. So point is, for you, if you're interested, I'm going to link this article down below. This takes you through it. Basically, you'll click these links and you'll get it done. Let me know if you want me to make a little walkthrough. Maybe that'll be good for a weekend video. If enough people want it, I'll take you through, show you how to do it. But next piece of news, already over $5 million have been staked in less than 8 hours as the community cautiously backs Ethereum 2.0. So it should be noted that 5 million in the grand scheme of things isn't that much. So people are more cautious to deposit their Ethereum. And 5 million, right now, that's about 14,000 Ethereum have been staked. And we need over 500,000 Ethereum from over 16,000 validators. And question for you, why are people so cautious? Shouldn't they be excited to deposit their ETH, start earning some passive Ethereum? Well, I did report that Consensus has suggested that maybe we'll see there's higher yields in DeFi. It's also harder. It's very active instead of passive. But something like this could lead to the apathy that we may see. And again, it's only been less than a day, so we'll have to wait and see. But also part of the reason for the hesitation could be that ETH staked on the Beacon chain needs to be locked up for a long period of time, leading some to question whether the returns justify it. It's going to be locked up for years. transfers between validators are disabled until at least phase 1, meaning validators will have to wait until phase 2, around 2 years from now, to be able to withdraw to a specific shard. So if you choose to deposit, it's deposited for years. Thoughts on this? Let me know. Okay, that is the video. My name's Austin. See you tomorrow.